guys want to donate to the Save the Rhino Wildlife Foundation Fund, we have a new cash out. You get one of these shirts.
And if you want to watch rhinos, you just go to Lou's Instagram. Here, I got a message for somebody.
Okay. Rob, I understand you have a message for somebody.
Yeah, there's a certain 5%er from Chernobyl.
Rob, I understand you have a message for someone.
Yeah, there's a certain 5%er from Chernobyl. And I want to tell you something, Mr. Go. Next time you come back to Florida, you better hope my phone's on 5% so Big Lenny can't take me whipping your ass all over the place.
You heard it, William. I don't care if you're 370.
With those 6 pounds of beef, how about I slap you in the face with those slabs of
Yeah, those Wagyus, I'd like to have it. I'm eating freaking Winn-Dixie chopped garbage. And you're out there from Florida, now you're in L.A. Where you going next before they run you out of there?
Dubai?
Probably.
To train with Larry Wheels?
Go get some more tattoos, you oil man. Enough oil in your body and those tattoos, ink man.
To fill up my gas tank.
Yeah. Well, starting again, our final workout of the week. It's going to be calves, tricep, bicep, forearms. I've been doing the 5-day-a-week calf routine, and it's working. And my calves are finally getting stronger. So that's a very interesting, and I can thank James Hollingshead over in England for that idea. Now it's either a standing or a seated or leg press for 3 sets of about 15. Once you get about 15, put some more weight on. It's working good, but I think it's opening up my shins because of the blood pump, but that's okay. And hopefully, time permits, we'll be able to do a quick food shopping video. I'm not like Ilya Golyam for the Ukraine, who shops at the finest markets, or Dusty Handshaw getting prime filet mignon and showing how to cook it. We actually got to go to Walmart, and I want to show you what I consider the best buy for bodybuilders and basically everybody at Walmart. So why don't you leave your comments now and guess what that is? Because hopefully you'll find out at the end of it. So Rob, how with all that editing and staying up late at night, tirelessly putting out content, how do you feel? Plus training, plus puking yesterday, how do you feel?
All I gotta say is there's a certain you-know-who, and we're gonna give them a you-know-what, you-know-when, you-know-how. Fill in the blanks, maniacs.
They like the hints, so do I. I don't even know. I have a guess, though. But to plagiarize a modern-day Winston Churchill, trust no one.
I think he plagiarized a certain bald-headed wrestler with mix up that phrase a little bit.
She's telling me the story about the dope man be coming over, serving me one night, and I recognized him from a club, and I think he's a punk. I say, why is that, Linda? She said, because I saw him at the club, he'd be scrubbing that floor when he's twerking. I said, what do you mean scrubbing the floor? With his ass. He'd be scrubbing that floor, bending over so much. I know he's a punk, that dope man. Scrubbing the floor. So as any bodybuilders, I find out you're dancing in a nightclub, I'm going to say you guys are scrubbing the floor.
Well, wasn't Dorian Yates, didn't he used to scrub the floor with those fishnet shirts?
During his retirement from bodybuilding, apparently he went to that sound factory in New York where anything goes. And he'd have a mesh muscle shirt, see-through, basically mesh, like fishnets.
Yeah.
And I guess he was doing a lot of substances. Which, that's a complete 360 from the blood and guts hardcore training where he didn't even sip an alcoholic beverage or stay up past 11 for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Palumbo did that too. Didn't sip any alcohol or always total commitment.
Pre-workout glycerol.
Yes, if you go to Walmart or any type of pharmacy, check out Glycerin or Glycerol. It's a very sweet tasting fatty acid. It's great pre-workout, and it's great in the morning mixing with water. It's good for your skin, and it brings water into the muscle and accentuates the pump, and you see a lot of pre-workouts have it. Also, I believe you can get it online in gallons, but great supplement. Drink a lot of water with it. You want some massive pumps? Glycerol.
Huh.
I've been off it for a while, but I'm going to start back next week.
Interesting.
You want
It's like an olive oil type of.
It's similar. It's like a syrup, but it's considered a fat. But it's real sweet. And don't look at the label. It says if ingested accidentally, call the poison control center. Please, I've drank cups at a time.
I think everything we consume says that on it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yeah. You know, there's mixed info about him on the internet, but still, I want to wish Amin a speedy recovery. I'm sorry that Leo was able to bust your eye socket out. But rumored, yeah. But just, put ice on it, hang out for a couple days, drink ginger ale, chicken soup. You'll be fine, Amin.
And a low dose of Ibogaine.
Low dose of
If you have any left.
And if you need any advice on how to get over losing a fight, you can always contact Steel Reserve Drinker himself.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. You could have got your eye socket punched out by Adam McLeod. At least you got it punched out by someone who knows the precise millimeter to target when he strikes. So, that's all I mean.
Artificial wood.
Corrugated wood, right?
No, but it's a good name for it. This is a corrugated physique, Derek. I like it when you come on, he's got his hair puffed out. Hello, this is Derek for more plates and more dates. Today we're going to talk about a 14-year-old who's taken trend. Now, where do I start? This is utterly ridiculous. You need to build a support before you start taking performance enhancement. And the guy's 125 pounds.
Well, with that corrugated wood, I think he should change his name to More Planks, More Dates.
And how does he have time to do a internet podcast when he's on dates all the time? Why don't you tell us about your dates, Derek?
Right.
I'd love to hear them. I'll tell you about some of mine. Only thing you have a date with is the hair salon and the silicone injector for your delts. This is Derek with more plates, more dates. More plates, more dates.
Today we're going to talk about my utterly pale skin.
Derek, if you went out and lived in Florida, you'd have melanoma in like 2 days. Another thing, I'm sick of hearing this term. Biggest cookie cutter term on the internet. Well, that guy's a natty.
Natty. Listen to this. Some kid came up to me at the place I was working the other night, and he's like, "Wow, man, you're pretty big. Can I? What do you do? Can I get some advice?" And I said, "Yeah, eat a lot and take steroids." And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to be natty." I said, "For what?"
Jackass, when you take an aspirin, you're natty. When you were a baby, did you balk at the polio vaccine? When you go to brush your teeth, do you use organic, natural toothpaste? Because if you don't, guess what? You're not. You take a multivitamin, your Flintstone vitamin, you refuse to take them because you want to be natty?
Yeah.
Idiot.
See where that gets you.
Yeah,
You're
I hate
natty.
that. And I'm sick of it.
Right.
What does that mean anymore?
Yeah.
Take that surgery, and don't get anesthesia, and then call yourself natty. I'll be impressed. Let them do open heart surgery while you're still conscious.
Right. Without any anesthesia or Oxycontin.
Natty. What is? I hate that hearing that shit.
Natty.
I'm natty. Okay. You satisfied?
There's a certain natty daddy drinker.
The natty daddy. Hey, that's a good name for a little kid. Anyone want to start their own internet blog? Call yourself a natty daddy.
I think somebody has that term. Boston Lloyd or somebody.
Yeah, Boston.
He's natty. He's all natural.
Hey, he is if he says he is. I mean, anyone going to find out for sure?
I'd love to get him in some videos. Where does he live? Tampa? He lives in Florida.
Yeah.
Tampa?
Get him on a...
Something, yeah. That guy's a misfit.
Definitely.
But he's
He
got his
always
shit
liked
together.
us. He always liked us.
Yeah.
He did shit with Jason.
You know, it's funny, me and him are the same age. We probably took the same pro hormones and shit at that age.
They're both tall. I don't think he's tall as you, but he's over 6 foot. And his father's John Lloyd, who was a great California bodybuilder, Florida bodybuilder. I actually remember the name.
Interesting.
So all our fathers are coming from that background. And my father said when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles, they made him take pills every morning.
Yeah.
Probably Dianabol. Although he didn't like steroids.
Well, it's all the natties out there. Why don't you come to Florida? We're going to strap you down and make you take pills. Like, there's some achievement in that, you know?
To me, you do everything you can to be the best you can.
You know what's natty is having high testosterone levels that are ruined by the food and the chemicals that we're exposed to today. So that's natty. We're supposed to have higher testosterone levels than the baseline of today.
And Robert, do you believe as I do that it's done for the whole new world? Demasculization,
absolutely.
taking away people's willingness to think and fight and debate.
Absolutely. I mean, because they can do whatever they want if they know that we're not going to all team up and revolt. That's their biggest fear. It'll be like, they would be like us in the Thailand prison. We'd be the fire ants.
Yeah.
What do you think of that character, Alex Jones?
He's got some size. I don't think he's a natty. You can tell when he crashed the set of the Young... And that Sank Unger, that fat slob that does that show, I'd like to get my hands on him. Yeah, tell him. Sank Unger. You want to fight me? You're a 260-pounder. Blubber butt.
Well, you mentioned you don't think Alex Jones is natty, which, you know, he's probably on TRT, whatever, but he's got that supplement called Super Male Vitality. And one of my friends back home was big on it. And one time I got my test levels checked when I was like 22 years old. And I just worked out, so that's why they could have been low, but they came back like 200 around there, right? So I panicked. I started taking this Super Male Vitality stuff. I got it checked a week later, they were 900. So that shit works.
What was the main ingredients of it?
They didn't
divulge it?
No, it was the same stuff as, you know, most natural testosterone boosters. I don't know if it's tribulus or, you know, different whatever extract crap, but Super Male Vitality for those who want to stay natty.
I'm Byron Alex Jones. I mean, I'm not too much with the Sandy Hook where he said that never happened.
Right. Well, I mean, I think there's a line with him. I agree with a lot of what he's saying, and I think he's right. But I watched a video last night, and he's like in his big armored truck outside of a Wendy's, like screaming about like, you're not going to really accomplish anything doing that, you know? I mean, I agree with a lot of his thoughts and statements, but...
Be intelligent about it.
Right. But,
like those Trump supporters with their flags and their BS.
Yeah.
Don't tread on me. Give me a break. It's almost like being in the CIA or the KGB. You have to be secretive. You got to double talk people. You got to put it out there that you'll go to a Democratic convention and blend in, infiltrate.
Right.
It's like when Meow Man went to the HG Roosters just to see what goes on. Because if you go in there laughing, they're not going to be their normal self. But it's like going to the trapeze. You got to see what goes on in this place.
Yeah, or you could be like Leo and go there and blame it just because you wanted to go because there's interesting people.
Yeah.
What did he say? He likes going to bars because there's...
That'll get him in the door.
Huh? I'm only playing. Leo's a great guy, and the maniacs, they just don't like to see anybody new included, including myself for a while, you know?
Well, I knew that. I said that from day one. I said one day they'll be big again. Didn't I say that?
You did.
Anything.
Yeah.
I know.